loves, welcome back. It's Lorena. Today we're here with July favorites. I know I'm a couple days into August, but we're not too far into the month. So I want to share with you guys what I loved last month because I know for the past few months I had missed monthly favorites and I want to get back into the habit. It was just some technical difficulties I was dealing with. So now that those are over, let's hop into last month's favorites, why don't we? Okay. So, to begin, I'm just going to kind of go in order of how I apply my makeup. I don't have something for every category, but I have a few things here and there. So, primer. First, I actually apply this before doing my eyes so that it'll settle. It is the Present from Philosophy. And honestly, I bought this because Wayne Goss was raving about it a while ago, and I was like, it's being discontinued soon. I'm gonna pick it up. So I did. It happened to be on sale back in that time. I don't think they discontinued it, but regardless, I own it. I've been using it. And I wish it was more smoothing. Like, I have a bunch of pores and I wish it would kind of fill it in more. But when it comes to locking in your foundation, this baby is really good at that. So it does need some time to settle. It does tell you to wait 2 full minutes to allow the product to set. I would actually recommend just applying it, doing your eyes, and then coming back to do your face. Takes me more than 2 minutes to do my eyes, to be perfectly honest. So by the time I'm done with all this, the rest of this is kind of settled. I can apply my foundation and have no problems. Because if you apply your foundation too soon, it tends to be pretty tacky, and then it kind of mixes with the foundation, it grabs it too much, and it gets splotchy and weird. So I don't recommend skipping the 2-minute wait. Like, you definitely want to let this settle on your skin, but once it's settled and dry and you apply your foundation, you are good to go. It doesn't matter if you tap your, like, if you're oiling. Trust me, if you're oiling, if you're, sweating. We sweat at work. Like I mentioned before, our AC doesn't always work in the restaurant, so I'm walking around and I can feel the droplets, like, oh, it's awful. It's awful. But if I have to, like, just clean up or whatnot, like, I can pat my face dry and I'm not taking off foundation because this locks it into place. So I highly recommend this. First off, excuse my cat. She wants some attention and I'm not giving it to her, so we're gonna ignore her. Okay, and then for foundation, I've actually been going in between two. I've been trying to shop my stash a little more, and I've also been dealing with quite a few chin breakouts. I've been a little bit stressed. I had an injury this month and all this kind of stuff. I had to take some time off. I'm contemplating quitting. It's been a stressful month. So I've been breaking out quite a bit, so I've been using the Bare Minerals Blemish Ready. This is the Clearly Pearl number 2. I really like this powder foundation. I wasn't a huge fan of Bare Minerals for the longest time, and I don't find that this has the, like, best coverage for a powder, but it kind of does help me with my breakouts. Like, I like this when I'm having some problems because it gives me coverage without being too heavy, and I feel like it does kind of help clear things up. So really effective, really nice, and also, like I said, I had an injury. I had to take some time off from work, and I haven't wanted to do a full face every day, so this is really nice when I just kind of want to look a little more presentable. Just a quick layer of this, some mascara, lip gloss, and I'm out the door. So I really, really like this. I'm sorry if it blinds you guys, it's pretty shy in it, but it's kind of part of the fun. So I like this, and in conjunction with that, I've been using the Morphe G6 to apply it. I do have the brush it's supposed to be used, or it's supposed to be used with it, the seamless buffing little one, and this is nice, but I feel like I get better coverage with the Morphe. The only difference is the Morphe is thinner, like, it's not as densely packed, so this one definitely, like, absorbs. It doesn't absorb it because it's not liquid, but, you know, like, keeps a lot more of the product in it, so that's the only, like, downside, but I feel like I get better coverage. So this one might not keep as much dust inside, but I like the way this buffs better. There you go. So those have been kind of interchangeable with that foundation. And likewise, when I do want a bit more coverage, but nothing too heavy, because like I said, it's summertime, it's hot, I've actually been reaching for the MAC Studio Water Weight. I'm in NC20 if you're curious. I really like this one, has good coverage. I'm not wearing it today. As I mentioned, or I might have said, I want to I want to shop my stash a bit more, so I'm using a different foundation because I just kind of want to go through and remember why I like them, why I don't. Might give some to my sister. She has the same skin tone as I do, so I'm kind of going through stuff and testing things out. So this one is the one that I used the most in July, though. I really liked it. It has really nice coverage. It applies really well. I actually can apply this with the Beauty Blender, and I don't really have any problems with the sponge absorbing too much, even though it is like a water-based product, so that's always a good sign. And yeah, I just really, really like this. So I think this is on the lower end of the spectrum when it comes to prices for high-end foundation. I think it's like $20-something, so that's another bonus. And it has SPF 30, so that's really nice too. Probably has flashback if you're looking for like a nighttime, like party up kind of foundation, I wouldn't recommend this. Go with like the NARS Sheer Glow, that's amazing. But this one's really nice for like daily coverage when you want to be protected from the sun and still have some good coverage. It's really nice. So, liking those. Actually, I do have a concealer quad that I went back to. I've had this forever. It's probably supposed to be tossed out by now, but it still works, so I'm not going to. This is the Sonia Kashuk little quad. I've honestly had this forever. Hidden Agenda 07. I didn't even know it had a name. But I've been using the green one a lot because, as I said, I've been struggling with some breakouts. So I actually used it today to cover the redness that I had here, and it works really well. I apply it, like just tap it in with my finger, kind of blend it out, and then apply my foundation. Doesn't get smudged or budged or anything like that. It just helps cover really nicely. So I've been using the green a lot. I really like this one for under the eyes when I just want some brightening. If I want to like correct any like dark circles, I'll use this peachy one. So the whole thing's really nice. The only one I don't really use is this little powder. Just don't really find it all that nice. I mean, it's nice, but it's not something I reach for. It's kind of inconvenient because it's so small to get like a brush to settle everything. So it's the only one that I don't really use, but I really like this. Highly recommend it. Oh, nice. All right. Moving on. I don't really have an eyeshadow palette to share with you guys because I really, like I said, was pretty low-key with my eyeshadows. I did shop my stash when it came to cream shadows though, specifically my MAC shadows. I was recently reorganizing. I'm trying to declutter, and honestly, I love my MAC shadows. I don't know why I haven't been reaching for these. I think it's because they're out of the way, but I'm trying to make myself use more cream shadows. So Bare Study, always a lovely one. My Bare, Painterly, I actually had so little left and it was so dried out that I added some of the Inglot Reviving Drops. It's the Duraline. These are supposed to be for like eyeliners or any kind of cream product. You put a drop or two, mix it in, and it'll revive them. So I used that on Painterly and I depotted it to an empty Maybelline Color tattoo so that I can back to MAC the MAC one. And hopefully we'll get that done soon. Sorry, text message. But yeah, I've been loving my MAC Bare Study and Constructivist, I think it's called. Let me see. I should have been more prepared. Sorry. Groundwork. So those two favorite cream shadows of the month. Okay, moving on. For lips, honestly, I've been using my Menthol Lip Tint from C.O. Bigelow. I have tons of these. I've been using these a lot. When I do want some color, the one that surprised me was a Katy Kat Matte in Cosmo Kitty, because it's a purpley shade in the tube, but it's not as purple on the lips, and it's actually really pretty. I'm not wearing it today. I'm actually wearing Dopey on my lips, just a lip liner from ColourPop. Also really nice. And since we're on the topic of ColourPop, I do want to mention one liner because this is beautiful. I have it on my waterline right now. It is the shade Frizz. It's one of their cream gel liners. This thing is just a beautiful lilac-y silver color, and it's just like it brightens your eyes. It gives you a hint of color, nothing too crazy. I actually really like the effect that it gives me on the waterline, so highly recommend these. These are super creamy, super pigmented, super easy to apply. They last well on the waterline and when you use it as a regular liner, so these are really great. But this Frizz is beautiful. Like, you need it in your waterline, trust me. It's beautiful. Alright, for the one beauty fail. This one I'd heard so much about, I was so excited about. This is the Pixi Skin Treats Glow Tonic. You guys have heard everybody rave about this, but my skin hated it. Hated it. I started breaking out like crazy, my lips started getting super chapped, and I was like, what is going on? I haven't changed my makeup routine, like my skincare routine at all. What? Oh, I got that new toner. Honestly, I used it for 2 weeks and I couldn't. I mean, I used plenty. I'm just down to here, so, yeah. I got a good use out of it, but my skin just did not react well. I mean, I started breaking out in places I don't normally. I had a breakout up here, had another one up here, up here. Like, my breakouts tend to be around my chin for the most part. They tend to be hormonal or stress related, but when I start breaking out around the rest of my face, I'm like, something's wrong. Something's messing up my skin. And honestly, this was the only new product I'd incorporated to my skincare. So despite everyone else loving it, it just didn't work for me. I really wish it had, because I mean, my skin felt nice when I used it, but after about a week and a half, I was like, wait, where are all these breakouts coming from? Hold on. I managed to clear this up. What's going on? And then I realized this was the only new thing in there, so has to go. Alright, a couple non-beauty, totally random favorites, but number one, I actually have this little sippy item. I don't know what you would call it, like a sippy bottle. It's just a water bottle with this kind of straw. I realized that I never outgrew like a 2-year-old's need to be sucking on something particular. Like, I'm not good at drinking water if it's in cups. Like, if I serve myself a cup of water and leave it in the room, it will be there tomorrow because I won't drink it. But if I open a water bottle, I will drink the whole thing. Or if I have something with a straw, I will drink the whole thing. So, to make myself drink more water, I bought a cup that specifically has a straw, and it works really nicely. I also wanted something bigger because at work we're running around, we're thirsty, but we don't always have time to like stop and make ourselves a drink. I tend to make myself like half lemonade, half iced tea with a little bit of water thrown in. So this is nice because it's plenty, it'll last me a while, and I really like this thing. I think it was like $5 on one of my few trips to Walmart. Don't really like shopping there, but every so often you have to go there for a specific item. And I found this there, it was like $5. Yeah, that's happening, and I really like it. It's a little messy because I used it this morning. So that's one, and I do have a planner that I found at TJ Maxx? Marshalls? I think it was Marshalls. One of those two. And it's super cute. It says Plans for World Domination 2017. I was a student for so many years that for me, my agenda has to start in the summer. Like, I'm the type that, like, my year kind of, I know the year starts in January, ends in December, but for me, like, calendar-wise, I need one that starts, like, around the school session. Is that weird? I don't know. You tell me. So yeah, this one goes from July of this year to January of 2018, and I'll probably replace it before then. But it's a really nice, has great big months. It has like all the months together like that. Then you've got plenty of space to write things down. I don't have much written in there because hello, I just got it and it just started. And just have space for notes and addresses in the back. I just really like this. I thought it was nice and sturdy. I like the Plans for World Domination cover. And so, yes, I think it was like $4 as well. So, gotta love that. And it's been super helpful actually because since I have been taking time off from work, it's easy to be lazy and not get things done. But if I write it down, I'm more likely to be productive. So I have been doing that, been getting things done. I updated my resume, did a few things like that that I really needed to do. So, always good to have a planner, get your life, you know, on schedule. So love that. And I think that is pretty much it for my favorites this month. Sorry that it's not anything too exciting or anything too new. I really haven't been doing much this month. Like I said, I injured my hand. Actually lost a tooth. One of the caps fell off. I have to go to the dentist today. It's been an interesting July. So wish me luck. Hopefully August won't keep up with that trend. It'll get better. I'm going to visit my mom in Arizona soon, so I'll keep you guys posted on everything that happens. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to click the like button if you enjoyed this and subscribe, and follow me on my other social media. I promise I will try to be better at posting on things like Twitter and Instagram. I'm not the best, but I'm trying. I'm trying to make myself get it better, so don't forget to encourage me by subscribing and following me so that I have someone to talk to. And thanks so much, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I will see you soon. Have a great day. Bye.